Who created God?
What created God?
If God did indeed have a beginning, by the simple logic of cause and effect, there had to be an agent separate and apart from the effect that caused it.
So then I want to know where God came from.
Who created God? Who created the person who created God? Who created the person who created the person who created God?
What these YouTube atheists just did was give an example of the fallacy of infinite regress.
The Kalam cosmological argument for the existence of God. Another fancy term, but it's a very simple argument for God's existence. It just has three simple parts. The first part is this: whatever begins to exist has a cause. Second, the universe began to exist. Therefore, the universe has a cause. And so you just review those characteristics of this cause behind the universe. It must be itself uncaused, immaterial or spirit, eternal, incredibly smart, incredibly powerful, personal, and one of a kind. And that is a pretty good starting point for a description of God.
Now, which view is more reasonable? No one created something out of nothing, or someone created something out of nothing? Which view? Someone. Certainly someone is a better explanation than no one, because no one can't create nothing out of nothing, because there's nothing. You got to have something to create something, right? Unless you're God, you can create out of nothing.
Whatever begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist, therefore the universe has a cause. If something begins to exist, it must have a cause. And since the universe can't cause itself, its cause must be beyond the space-time universe. It must be spaceless, timeless, immaterial, uncaused, and unimaginably powerful, much like God.
Who designed the designer will go on ad infinitum, right? Of course, right. And that's illogical. But the question, who created God, begs the question which automatically assumes that all things must be created. A theist says, no, God is eternal. If that's true, and theism, whether it's old earth or new earth creationists, believe that the designer is eternal, then it's illogical for a theist to even argue the question in that form. However, let's assume, as atheists typically do, that the universe is the self-contained answer to the reason for mankind, as well as everything within the natural universe. So now, the question I propose to an atheist using their own assumption. Who created the universe that created the universe that created the universe that created the universe? The only way an atheist can answer comes down to the same thing: the illogic of infinite regression.